Hey guys, this is Scott the Gastric coming at you here with my month 22 update. Today is September 13th, 2015. It's been a while since I came to you guys with a video, and I'm sorry about that. I absolutely intended like 2 weeks ago to make this video, but things came up. Family commitments, life seems to be that way these days, so I just didn't have time. But Liz called me out and said, hey, you need to make videos again. And I said, I know, so that's why I'm here. So, for those of you that are new to my channel, I know I have a few of you guys, kind of recap my journey. I had RNY back on October 28th of 2013 with Dr. Delatorre through Missouri Bariatric Services here in Columbia, Missouri. I had a high weight of 380 pounds, and that was back in April of 2013. I ended up having surgery on October 28th and had a weight of 342 pounds. My goal was hit on in November of 2014, and I hit down to 219 pounds. Since then, my previous body fat percent was 31%. My current weight is sitting right around 244, so it's up a little bit. There are a few reasons for that. We might talk about those, we might not. We'll see. But the cool thing about it is, even though my weight is up, my current body fat is still 31%. So, obviously, I'm gaining some muscle along with fat. So, that's a good thing and a bad thing. So, what has been happening since we last had a little chat? Way back in July 4th, we had David and Jennifer Bleacher come over, and we had a wonderful time with you guys. Geez, I wish I would have made a video like that weekend or the weekend after talking about it, because we really did have an absolute blast with you guys. We're all kind of geeky, and in a good way, of course. But we all like to play board games and hang out and listen to good music, and we went to a couple of really awesome restaurants here in town, and just had a blast with you guys. So thank you guys for coming, and we need to do it again soon, man. Other things that have happened since then. I've been in 2 different runs. Mid-July, I was in a color foam run, which was just a blast. The coolest thing about that is, well, the coolest thing about a lot of my runs is I end up doing them with my childhood friend that I grew up with since kindergarten and has been a best friend since then. He's a runner. And so we have a good time doing these runs together. And we did the color foam run, which is just a run where you go out and they have these giant like vats that just like spill foam like soap onto the course, and each of them are a different color. So as you sorry, I got a notification on my screen. I'm not gonna edit that out though, of course not. Okay, color foam run, right. Squirrel. We did this run, and the foam's all over the place, and it's colored, and so you get this white shirt, and afterwards you're just completely covered in it. The other awesome thing about that run is my Uncle Brian, who had weight loss surgery. He had the VSG. He did the run with me, and it was his first 5K, so it was an extra special run, and I'm so glad I was able to do that with him and have that experience. And Bridget participated too. She didn't run much. I think she might have ran some of it, but she participated too, which was awesome. So it was like a big family thing. So that was cool. And then 2 weekends after that, I did something called the Rugged Maniac, which is a 5K mud run with like just a whole bunch of obstacles, like 25 obstacles, and it was a blast. Anytime you get a chance to do something like a mud run, where you have all these obstacles and things to challenge yourself, I say do it and try everything. You know, there are things that I tried that I didn't think I could do, and I ended up being able to do them, and that's the way those sort of things go. Now, I did end up injuring myself during that run, though. But the cool thing is, well, we were doing these dives over these ditches that were like 3 feet wide, and I got across the first two, and I was just like, hey, no problem. The last two were like 4.5 feet, so you had to get a nice good run going, and then you dove across, and I made it across the first one, but I landed funny, and I twisted my ankle, and I did like this barrel roll into the next one, and crawled out, and the medics came over and they're like, are you okay? Do we need to get a golf cart up here to get you off the hill? And I was like, no, just let me massage it for a minute, and I was able to eventually get up after a couple of minutes and limp along, but I've kind of been nursing that sprained ankle ever since, so I was getting in a great running regimen for a little while, but that kind of fell apart after that. So that leads me into, I guess, what I've been doing in the gym. I've been focusing a lot more on weights. I talked to Pete. Pete Rocks a Sleeve, or Sleeve Rocker, whatever you're calling yourself these days, Pete. And we're talking about weightlifting and the importance of it. And I've really gotten to the point where I'm spending at least 60% to 75% of the time that I give myself in the gym, and been doing a whole lot of upper body work, mostly. The reason why I haven't been doing a whole lot of lower body work is because I still have those stupid varicose veins that I'm having to deal with. Finally have another doctor's appointment this week, so maybe we can get that resolved. And then I can start working on doing a whole lot of lower body, but I don't want to stress out my veins any more than I have to at this point. We gotta do what we can do. We have our limitations. So, but I have been seeing like some really crazy good gains in upper body, just hardness and definition, and that's really awesome, and it makes me feel good, because it just makes me feel like I'm actually making some progress, which is awesome. And then I spend probably 15 or 20 minutes doing a steep incline on the treadmill, like I've always done, my mountain climbing, and that's been fun too. But the downside that I've seen is I have put on a little bit of weight, and there are a couple reasons for that I know of. The first one is I'm on a prescription now to help with fertility, because Bridget and I are trying to start a family, and we have some issues that we need to work out with that, and so I'm on a prescription for that. And the thing about that prescription is it does two things. One is it does raise my testosterone, which does give me the muscle pump that I'm after. The downside is that it does cause me to gain a little bit of weight, I found. It's worth it, in my opinion, but it's frustrating. So, part of the muscle, part of the weight increase is because of muscle gain, for sure. Awesome, cool. Part of it is because of water retention. you know. But part of it definitely is because it is fat, and I know that because my pants don't fit as well as they did for a while, and they're tight, and that is stinking annoying. Feels like I'm going in the wrong direction. But it's the right direction, you know, wrong direction, right direction. You know, sometimes we have to just sort of, accept some of the things that are happening in our lives, regardless of how frustrating they are, and do what we need to do. So I am really focusing on my diet a lot. Really trying to cut carbs, increase protein, and I found that really is working. I have dropped a little bit of weight. I was sitting more around the 250 range, and that was not cool at all. But I've seen just in the last week drop down to like 236, so, you know, my weight is really just all over the place and pretty variable, and I think it's just going to be that way for a while. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, as long as I'm in the gym, as long as I'm eating right, you know, we can only control those things that we can control. Sometimes our weight is not something that we have a whole lot of control over. And as sucky as that is, sometimes we have to accept it, or it'll drive us insane. So, and I don't want to go insane. I want to be sane. So, another thing I've been dealing with a lot, and part of this is my own thing, is feeling really isolated. A lot of the people that I've made connections with in this community, I kind of feel like we've drifted apart, and part of that's, I'm sure a lot of that's my own fault. I haven't made a video in like 2 months. I mean, what am I saying? But I really miss you guys a lot, and especially since I'm in this part where I'm really trying to make a difference again, and struggling. I miss the support that was there, so I need to reach out more, and I love it if you guys reach out more too. Haven't seen a lot of you guys in a long time on here. I mean, duh, we all have sort of moved on, and that's life. That's the way it is. I mean, come on. So, but I do miss you guys. I just want to let you guys know. So that's that. I have so many other things here that I want to talk about. I think I'm going to make an entirely different video about hiking. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be a good one. Trust me. I've been really ruminating about it a lot here recently. So, what else has been going on in my life? Probably the coolest thing we've been doing this last weekend is listening to some old vintage vinyl of my dad's. That's really fun. Kind of like getting to relive his teenage years through music. That's been cool. So I could probably go on for another 10 minutes, but we're already approaching 15, which is like the magic number where people don't watch videos anymore. So it's been great talking to you guys. I hope to be around more. Liz called me out, and I do plan on making some videos. So Liz, you're going to have something to watch in the mornings. Trust me. At least once a month, if not more. I will make that commitment to you. So anyway, guys, it's been great. So until we meet again, remember to get out there, be the new you this week. All right, bye.